Welcome back. We're doing question 2 of the March 2016 assignment 1. The question says that we should write one note for each of these groups, A, B, C, and D. And let's have a look at the first group. That's a quaver, that's a quaver, quaver, and quaver. So we've got 4 eighth notes, and each group of eighth notes will make up a crotchet. They add up to the value of a crotchet. So you can see 2 crotchets or 2 quarter notes will make a half note. So our answer is essentially a half note. So we go in here, put in our half note or minim, and that would be the solution for bracket A. Let's go to B, and we have 4 semiquavers. So 4 semiquavers would look something like that. 2 of them would make a quaver or an eighth note. 2 16th notes would make an eighth note, and then the other 2 16th notes would make up a quaver. You add the 2 quavers up, they'll give you a quarter note. So those 2 are equal to a quarter note, and that is the answer for bracket B, a quarter note. And the next answer is a quarter note. There we are. And that takes care of bracket B. Bracket C, again, we have the same 4 notes as bracket A, which is equal already to a half note. So we've got these 4 eighth notes that equal to a half note. We've got another 2 eighth notes, which equal to a crotchet. So we've got 2 notes, but the question asks for clearly for 1 note. So what we're going to do is put in the half note or minim, and the crotchet or the quarter note formed by these 2 eighth notes will make up a dot. So a dotted minim, a dotted half note would add up to that. All of these notes would add up to a dotted half note. Okay, let's just work this out quickly. A dotted half note is equal to a half note plus a quarter note, because the dot adds half of the value of the note to itself. So a dotted half note is actually that. The last one, bracket D, we've done that already because these 2 eighth notes are equal to a quarter note. There we are. Let's go to the next question, question 3, which essentially calls for grouping. There are deliberate errors in this piece of music. Rewrite the piece of music correctly, taking into account beaming of groups of notes and stem directions. Okay, so straight away we can see that these eighth notes or quavers need to be beamed. So one way to do them is to group them in sets of 4, like so. 1 beam for quavers, and the other 4 will go together like so. And that takes care of the first bar. The next bar has this crotchet with the stem pointing in the wrong direction. it should be pointing downward because the note head is above the third line. So let's go and take that E and put the stem in the correct direction. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. That is the stem direction for that G is incorrect. So let's just write the D. Okay, that's fine. Go to the G and point that upward. Instead of down, the E will point up as well. Okay, let's look at these four 16th notes. They should actually be written like so, with the double beam. Here's for them. That stems all pointing down, and there's our double beam to make them semiquavers. 2 flags, 2 beams, and then the B's are fine. The 2 B's are fine, and the last note that's incorrect would be that E. The minim should have its stem pointing downward. That is fine. So there you are. All the errors have been taken care of. That's the end of question 2. Question 3. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.